Okay, good morning ladies and gentlemen. Here's a few little snippets for you this week. I've been asked by a number of people what will be the GB Senior A stroke for 2021. Well, I'm going to build it up over a period. So the basic principle, using my old paddle here, is what you catch, you keep. Okay, so whatever power you're bringing to the boat, and different people will bring different body power, we know that because we're constructed differently, physiology is different, musculature is different, etc, etc, etc. But whatever you catch on the front end of your stroke, you carry all the way through, from the catch point, through the power point, through to this spring off the back, spring off the wall of water that we build, okay? If we're a bit soft in the middle, we won't be able to build anything and spring off anything. So it really is important. Now, key to this is lat engagement. What I'm not looking for is a massive A-frame, ridiculously overextending. What I'm looking for is a big, strong position that engages the lats. Now you probably know your lats insert into the top of the arm here. A good way to know whether your lats are engaged, just position your paddle out at an angle, that sort of angle there, two hands, and push down, not with your arms, push down, levering around about your shoulders. You will feel the lat engagement, you'll feel the insertion point. There, I've got my lats engaged, and when I'm driving down, pushing down, I'm able to apply that force from that massive muscle in my back. So, starting from this point, pushing down with the lats, maintain that pressure, and if I'm paddling left, for example, just switch it through, find that point there, and that's the force I'm applying to the water, okay? Whatever force I'm applying there, I carry on all the way through. This holds true, I believe, for dragon boat as much as it holds true for outrigger. So, the biggest way to lose that catch is to have slippage. Best way to have slippage is to watch what's happening with this top wrist. If you allow this top wrist to roll, or you have this push-pull effect down here, then you lose the grip on the water. So, keep it cocked all the way through. So we're pushing down with the top hand at the start of it on the catch point. As it comes through to the power point, 90 degrees, maximum power application or maximum efficient power application, I'm then pulling with my legs and my back. It doesn't matter which leg you got forward or both legs forwards. I use all three in different circumstances. More about that later on. What you catch, you keep. Keep it all the way through using leg drive, pull with the core from the catch point through the power point, through the spring off the back. And if we maintain that, then we have something to spring off. And for me, that's a third of my body power I can use on the back. It's all been measured. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two is a simple exercise I'd like you to do. Like I say, it works whichever leg you have forward, resistance band or something, a cord, that's about the distance I've got on my paddle. Start from this position here, back hand, bottom hand level with the hip. I'm opening up the hips, flexing forwards, up and forwards, up and back. It's overextending what I normally do. What I'm training people to do here is open up the hips as they come forwards. If I'm able to do that, same as when you're punching, talked about that earlier, if I open up the hips, I can get forward. If I'm trying to do it from here, I'll maximise the effort, minimise the range. Okay, effective effort we're looking for. Up and forward, up and back. Thinking about that connection between legs, hip, head up as well. Works both legs forwards, up and forwards, up and back. Quite a good calisthenics exercise as it happens. Good for hip flexibility. Try that, practice that at home, please. Last one, marksmanship principles. Any of you who are shooters, have been shooters, been in the military, have heard of the marksmanship principles. And what the hell have they got to do with paddling? Well, quite a lot. The position and hold must be firm enough to support the paddle in this case. So we're not putting any undue effort, strain in, okay? It should be a nice, natural position. Firm enough, but we're not overdoing it in the airwork. The paddle, in this case, should point naturally at the target. The target is straight downwind, downrange. So I'm not over-rotated, not over-twisted, I'm not down-weighting over here. Everything is nice, normal and natural. That's an argument for inside leg forward, by the way. More about that later on. Okay, nice and stable. Sight alignment should be correct. So where am I looking? I'm looking downrange, I'm looking future water, but I'm also looking slightly over the paddle or through the paddle. I like the shooting analogy because when I'm teaching people to paddle, it's as if they're pointing where they're going. That's where the body is. Keep the body up. Okay, it works well with the exercise as well. And the last one, the shot. The paddle stroke should be released and followed through without any disturbance of the position. So what we're saying is when we apply the pressure at the various phases of the stroke, it's equilibrium. It's balanced, it's stable. I'm not down weighting over here. My mate over here or the steerer doesn't have to readjust for my imbalance. Everything is like you're working on rails. It's motion, it's poetry in motion. That's what we're looking for. A nice, efficient paddle stroke. That's all for this week. More to come.